my chapstick.
Me either.
Hold on.
Or are really knowledgeable. Why the fuck are we giving them advice? Like,
Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again.
hi vlog.
Hi, vlog.
Welcome back to our Friday video.
So we're missing a gal pal. Natalie will be missing from our videos.
But we have her puppy.
We have her puppy. Today's topic is going to be
Basically, like, what being insecure does
in a relationship.
Oh, in a relationship does to affect your relationship.
Maybe how to prevent that, but like I don't think we know how to prevent that. But like if we do, like we'll
If anyone wants dogs,
I have 6.
comment below.
Break it up. So basically, if you've ever been in a relationship and you're like we're not talking about like insecure with yourself, but like insecure with that relationship, like maybe you don't trust the person you're in a relationship with.
I mean, unless you're like,
Yeah, I'm a fucking hoe. I don't know if I can be in a relationship.
Then yeah, like you probably shouldn't be in a relationship.
self-awareness. If you know you're a hoe, ain't nothing wrong with it.
No,
be a hoe.
just be a hoe. Don't try and hold somebody down when you can't hold yourself down.
Boom. That goes for the men and the women, especially those men out there.
Can't be biased. You
Yeah.
on both sides. Have you ever had a relationship where like you feel insecure in it about it?
Have
that a
I
question?
had a relationship that I haven't felt insecure? Like, that's the real question. Yeah, no, I've definitely been in a few relationships or situationships that I've had to triple check to see if they were doing anything behind my back. I just don't trust anyone. I never have. My theories of men is just, they are not the best. And it's sad because it's like to a point where I've kind of just accepted it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, well, just, they're men. They cheat.
They do what they do.
I'm not going to be like okay with it. If I find you cheating, obviously, like I'm done with you. But I'm not disappointed. Or no, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
If I
it's
catch.
expected.
Yeah.
Have you had one that you are secure in a relationship?
Surprisingly, yeah. You know what it is? I think when I don't like the person too much, I don't think to double check anything that they're doing because it's kind of like, I mean, if you're doing it, like, I don't care.
You don't care as much, so you're not like on their back about everything.
Yeah. You know what I found out, or kind of my observations and like my situations, if I don't care a lot about the person, they care a lot more about me.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
that whole
like,
thing where like
it's a game.
No, it's like that thing where you want somebody who doesn't want you, or doesn't want you as much as you want them.
And I feel like they
So shitty.
feed off of your energy. It's like they know that I'm not really into them or something, so they crave me even more. So they're not worried about everybody else.
And we're the same way with guys.
Yeah, no,
We're
definitely.
like, oh, you don't want me? I want you.
I want you to want me.
So I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna ride this fucking wave until you decide one day that you want me, because
And then
that's
when
what
that
I'm
wave
gonna do.
never fucking comes, I'm just gonna cry for 3 days and then get my shit
or 3
together.
weeks, or maybe 3 months.
Maybe 3 years. Who fucking knows?
I think
I think your latest relationship was very, not situation, your relationship. I think you were pretty secure in that one.
relationship, I was very secure in that one.
I think I was secure in
Yeah,
that one.
like, when
because
your
usually like your
friends-
best friend, or they're always like crazier than you about it. They'll be like, no, like this and the third. Don't listen to him.
The way
blah,
he's
blah,
acting,
blah.
like
Yeah.
don't trust that man. But no, like if you're a best friend and trust the person as much or even more than you do, you good, sis.
Yeah.
I was super secure in it. We like trusted each other 100% with texting. Like we didn't have to snoop through each other's phones all the time. It wasn't like, oh, let me see your phone, and we were like, no. You could go out and party. I could go out and party. We trusted each other with that too.
Yeah, we literally never went out with him. I don't think. Like,
Or if we did,
rarely.
we met them
Oh yeah,
out.
met them later or something.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
so-
like planned. Like,
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, you want to go out? Well, I don't want to go out tonight, so you just go have fun, whatever.
yeah.
And then
Or like as we're getting ready, he's like, "Oh, you're going out?" It's like, "Yeah," and then he'll be
Yeah.
like, "All right."
so it wasn't any like arguing with that stuff. I've had so many where I wasn't like secure. That's the shittiest feeling ever, because it's like a day by day type of thing. It's like literally texting them and everything. You have to try so hard to like be engaged and keep them engaged, and like just think about everything.
Yeah.
Like you overthink
everything.
And then the worst part, oh my god, like there are some days where it's like you're not too, like, you're not thinking of
other things going on.
You're not thinking about it too hard, so it's kind of like
probably when it's
back
going
of the mind.
good.
But like sometimes, even when it's going good, because this happens to me sometimes, like it'll be going great, and then like I just get this one thought in my head, and my stomach will sink to my vagina. Like I will be devastated inside, and I do it to myself. Like it's not even like something like I saw, or like I just come up with these things
like,
in my head.
But do you think there's like a time, like you know how people are always like, if you don't trust the person that you're with, like you shouldn't be with them or whatever? Do you think there's like a time limit on like if you don't trust them by this time, then you should already like dip out? Or do you think it's like a off the bat? Because I think it's like a new relationship. How are you?
You know what I think? From jump, that's where it starts. I think if you start being insecure, even in the beginning, you're going to always be insecure with that person. I don't think that's ever going to be a feeling that really, really goes away. I'm just speaking from my experiences. Maybe other people have different stories where they didn't trust their significant other and then they ended up trusting them in the end, but I think that's a bunch of bull. I think, like, you can say you trust them, but, like, there's still that little bit of you that's, like...
Yeah.
Like...
Because you're learning a whole new person and how they act and, like, what they do.
I think it comes back to the part where it's, like, if I don't like the person enough, I can't care about what they do. So, like, in the beginning, I don't really like the person, so I don't care. Like, I'm not thinking, am I insecure or am I not insecure? Like, I'm just getting to know them, and that's all I care about is to know them. Yeah. And then in the end, if I start liking them, then it, like... Then I start, I guess, if I... can trust the person. Them.
Yeah. Trust, communication, those are key factors to a relationship. Communication goes a long way. If you don't communicate things with your significant other, there's just a gap.
Yeah.
And that gap will never be filled.
I have a thing where I go through periods and I don't talk to anybody or whatever. So I kind of started a little bit early on in my youngin teenage years. Youngin teenage years. And I was talking to this guy, and I communicated with that. I think he was the only person that actually understood it, and he waited for me. I literally would go a week without talking to him, and the next week I'd be like,
Hi, I'm better now.
like, you can speak to me now. And he was down, like, he literally, and this happened a few times. Around. Yeah. And I was dumb. I shouldn't have let you go. If you're watching this and you know that I'm talking about you,
come back.
Come back to me. I was stupid. I was young.
She probably won't take you back.
Yeah, I won't take you back. I'm sorry. Things happen for a reason. What effect do you think that it has? Like, what's the effect that you think being insecure has in your relationship or in any relationship? Even friendships, kind of. 'Cause let me tell you something.
A really bad effect. Friendships and relationships.
Do you have any advice on how to fix it, or do you think it's not fixable?
Because it's fixable. Okay. But I think it has to do with yourself, too. Especially with friendships. Like, I feel like with friendships, in order to be insecure in your friendship, like, you have to really be insecure with yourself. Like, I feel like it's a sense of jealousy or, like, envy. Why are you friends with somebody that you're envious of or, like, jealous of?
Like, for example, like, some girls will be jealous because I'm hanging out with you too much. You know what I mean?
There are females who, like, don't want their friends to have other friends.
That's an insecurity of themselves, too, because they're like, you're going to find someone who's better than me to be friends with, and you're not going to be friends with me. Yeah, and you should
know your worth. Like, you should know what value you hold in that friendship. Same with your relationship. You should know what value you hold in your relationship to know that if they stray away from that relationship, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them and their insecurities and the fact that they have to find whatever they're missing from themselves in multiple different females. Pretty much. That's what I see. Back to what we were saying before the video, there's such a high female to male ratio. Like, there are so many females in this world that, like, you men can just go out and find, like,
the next.
No, it's very true. There's just so many females that it's like they don't.
I mean, there's a lot of lesbians nowadays, so it's kind of like the ratios maybe a little bit evened out because, like, all the lesbians are with each other, so it's like the ones that are straight is left for the men. Whatever. That's just a whole nother topic.
They just lose interest very quickly because there's just so many other women surrounding them, and they just know that they can find another, and it's just not a problem.
They don't think, like, this is the girl who really holds me down, blah, 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 blah. When a guy tries to justify their actions on cheating on their significant other or whatever, it's like,
I'm just young and stupid.
and it's because we even let them get away with that excuse. We're like,
You know, you can't change people.
you really can't change people. That's really bottom line of this fucking story. If you're insecure, it's for a fucking reason. The guy's making you insecure. It's not you. If it is, if it isn't you, if you know yourself and you really know that you're not an insecure person, and he's making you insecure,
like actually wrong with the relationship that's making you feel that way,
run, sis.
So
to conclude, I can't talk. We're very tired. We look busted as fuck.
Yeah, we're exhausted. To conclude this video, we think that if you know yourself and you know that you're not an insecure person, then I can't get my words together.
The relationship isn't for you. It's him that's wrong for you.
Yes, you can't
He's the
change
problem.
people. Don't be an insecure person. If you are an insecure person, you're gonna
Thank you. Don't be insecure if you are insecure. I think you just cured them. Oh, you hit my lip.
Be secure with yourself. Love yourself.
Get some therapy if you need to. Therapy is really expensive.
Yeah,
I think
if
you
it
can find,
were
like-
expensive, we'd be getting therapy.
Yeah. But we find therapy in ourselves because...
And each other.
Basically, love yourself, work on yourself first before you get into any relationship ever. Even friendship.
In order to be secure in any type of relationship, you have to first be secure with yourself. Hey!
We're deluded.
And cut!
If I could take you up in paradise like a ghost, if you would tell me I'm the only one.